Hey, this is Shane Points to the Word. This will be testimony part 4. Last time we were talking about how I had met a girl who was, I put in the category of like potential. So this is where that story starts out now. So now I'm living in my own apartment, and I think I mentioned 2 videos ago how I was experiencing like paranormal activity and stuff like that. A lot of like crazy stuff happening there. Um, so yeah, this is where I had most of that happening. But that could be a different video, like I said before. So yeah, I'm living in my own apartment. Um, I'm doing horrible things. I've just been, just drinking alcohol. You know, uh, I smoke pot a few times. I swear all the time. I'm lying, just stealing. This is how bad it's gotten. You know what I mean? So like, that's one thing I left out. So stealing, I was stealing basically anything. Like, I go through like drive-throughs and just like order expensive stuff and like just lie. I lie and steal. I'd call them up, ask to speak to a manager, and I'd say, hey, this had sour cream or mayo or something on it, and I'd lie about it, and they did it perfectly. Like they made my food perfectly, but I just want to lie and steal, and just benefit myself. And so I would do that all the time. So that was my life, just drinking alcohol, lying, stealing, just doing my own thing, like worrying about me. It's all about me. So yeah, I met this girl who's my wife now, and basically wanted to translate, like, or transfer rather. I want to transfer my life over to hers, like, and just live like that. And so we, started going out, and I would hide things from her, like, oh no, I don't play video games. I'd lie to her, and she asked if I drank, and I'm like, yeah, I do, but not very often. Socially, I drink socially, and so I'd be hiding alcohol from her. I'd when she'd go away, I'd drink and just what I mean, like just hide it and drink behind her back. I'd watch porn behind her back, and she had no idea what was going on with that. So I was seriously just lying, like constantly lying, and I was terrible. I was very horrible to her, and so she's a Christian, and so we would butt heads with that. Um, so it didn't happen often, but yeah, our relationship was amazing. Like at first, because we didn't fight. You know what I mean? Like we're just in like newly you're I can't think of the word of it, but like, yeah, you were just, newly, together in a relationship. And so, yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing. And so, um, so I move in with her, and, um, and that was deceptive on my part too, because I wasn't making much money. And so, um, I moved in with her to like, because I couldn't afford my rent. And so that was deceptive on my part too. So yeah, I mean it's all about me, just looking out for me. And so yeah, I moved in with her. We had a relationship, and I, as an agnostic or atheist, I was being a horrible influence on her. And so I always tell her, I always joke with her, like, that's the stupidest thing you ever did was marrying me. You know what I mean? Because like the Bible talks about how you're not supposed to marry, like if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to marry an unbeliever. So I always give her crap about that. But anyway, so yeah, we're having an awesome time. We're in a apartment together, and so yeah, just it's amazing. But then, time after time, like after a while, we start having fights and stuff. I proposed to her right away, so now we're engaged. And so, um, and like to backtrack, her grandma was always like praying that she would get a godly man like in her life. And so now, yeah, I mean, like I'm trying to put on a show for everyone because that's what I do. I just, and the Bible talks about that too. Like it says, like in the Gospels, how Jesus said that you're like a whitewashed sepulcher, like you're like a gravestone. Like yeah, your outside looks good, but your inside, is like dead man's bones. So like that was me to a T. Like I was always trying to put on a show, like a facade, and inside I'm doing horrible things. So yeah, that was me. So I'm like fooling their whole family, yeah, or so I thought. And so, yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was doing that to my wife. I was doing it to her family. And so, um, yeah, um, yeah, so now we're engaged. We're about to be married. And so, yeah, her grandma's praying for me, because now, things are getting serious and it's like happening right away. So, and that goes to show, like, prayer is really, really important. Like, I know people, say that all the time, especially like parents who have, kids who, have gone away, from the faith and all that. Like, it's so, so important to pray, like, and don't give up. Yeah, there's so many good stories out there, and like real live examples. And, it always comes back to like the prodigal son story. If you don't know that, look it up in the Bible. It's a really, really awesome story. And so, yeah, so my wife are together, engaged, and then we moved into a few places, and so yeah, we're just starting up our life, and then I'll do one story and then I'll probably cut it there. So we were in one apartment and it had a like a lower basement where you have like all your storage and stuff. I think it had laundry down there, but I'm not sure. So there's a tornado and it was by us, and so like my wife and I grab our cat and we put it in a carrier, and we all go downstairs and we're all like huddled over, and there's a whole bunch of people down there, like down there for safety because there's a tornado coming. And so yeah, my wife's scared, I'm scared, everyone around us, her cat's scared, and yeah, like that was like one of the first times I prayed like in a long time. And I end up praying for her. I don't know if I even prayed for myself, but I prayed for her because yeah, I mean, I love her so much. And yeah, the tornado, I mean, obviously the tornado missed us, and but not by far. Like there's like broken branches, trees down and stuff, and so yeah, it was scary. So yeah, I'll probably end it there, and then go to part 5 next. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.